Okay, it's Sunday again, and we decided to have a go with 40k. So I bought the rulebook a few weeks ago. We used to play 40k before we started playing Warhammer, so we thought we'd give it a go. We've finally read enough of the rules to think that we're competent enough to actually play a game. Although a lot of it seems quite similar to 5th edition, I think some fundamentals have changed, but nothing too drastic. So yeah, we're going to play a 2,000 point game. It's going to be a bit hit and miss though, because like I said, we don't know the rules that well. So if there's anything that looks horribly bad, then it's just because we don't know about it yet. So we did used to have painted armies, but since it all seems to have changed, we've kind of adapted our lists how we think maybe it'll be useful in this edition. So we've got a lot of unpainted stuff, unfortunately, but you're probably used to that from our fantasy games, so you won't mind too much. Okay, so it's a 2,000 point game. It's a mission called Emperor's Will, I think, and it's like the meeting engagement deployment thing. I can't remember what the actual one's called in the book. But yeah, so I'm playing Space Wolves, Si's playing Blood Angels as normal, or as would have been normal before we started doing videos. Right, so I'll go through the Space Wolf army. First of all, we have 2 units of 6 long fangs, 5 missile launchers in each. Got 2 lone wolves, a unit of grey hunters with plasma guns and all the other trimmings that you're probably used to. 10 Wolfguard Terminators, led by Logan Grimnar with a Rune Priest and Terminator armour. They've just got different combinations of weapons. Obviously that was like under old wound allocation, that was really good. It's probably not now, but it looks good, so it makes it a bit more interesting to paint. So I don't really mind leaving them like that. I've got 2 more Lone Wolves. Thought I might as well make use of the fact I can have more than 3 elites. And 10 more Grey Hunters with plasma guns. Now I've actually started to move, that's why these guys are a bit further up. Kind of forgot the video up until this point. So I'm going to continue my movement, and Si's going to run you through his army list. So I won the roll to go first, and unfortunately Si didn't seize the initiative. So I'll hand over to Si, and I'll carry on with my movement.
Okay, so I've dusted off the Blood Angels. Basically, this is a totally different list to the one I used to take. It was back in the day, used to be a sort of just a big Death Star unit of Terminators, loaded up to the 9s in a Land Raider, with lots of assault squad supports and some tanks. But yeah, now estimating where the meta's going, I've changed my list. So here it is. First, on my left flank, we have a unit of 10 Assault Marines, Thunderhammer, Plasma Pistol for the Sergeant. Plasma Pistol's probably not a good idea, but yeah, we'll try it for the time being, and 2 Plasma Guns. Over here in the middle, we have a unit of 15 Death Company, just all armed with bolters. They're led by a Reclusiarch, and there's also Brother Corbulo in there as well. And up the back we have Mephiston, who's unpainted because I've not really ever used him before in a battle, other than as just a test. And then behind, on the back of my right flank, as you can see here, I've got a unit of 10 more Assault Marines, loaded up as before, Thunderhammer and Plasma, and in those 2 units, which I point out is a Sanguinary Priest, as you can see there. And then the rest of my points are dumped wholly in a unit of 10 Thunderhammer and Stormshield Terminators, with a Sanguinary Priest as so armed. So yeah, probably didn't need that many Sanguinary Priests. I could have saved myself a few more points for other things to do, but yeah, well, we'll see. This is all about refining lists and stuff, so which we'll be doing over the next time, well, probably several times we play 40k, till we get something that we like and feel works. So yeah, onwards to Ollie's first turn.
Okay, it's end of Space Wolves turn 1. So, well, you already saw some of my movement, but I just moved everyone else up. Looking a bit like a game of Warhammer at the moment. Maybe I need some movement trays. Anyway, so I've run my lone wolves up a bit. They rolled horrendously low, so they didn't run that far. The Grey Hunters shot with their plasma guns. Should fire with the bolt guns as well, actually. Forgot about that. Same with these guys, they fired their plasma guns, didn't do anything. The 2 Cyclone missile launchers in this squad managed to pick off 3 of the assault squad. This unit of Long Fangs managed to kill 1 Death Company. This unit of Long Fangs I think killed 4, or maybe even 5. 4. Okay, so yeah, so some couple of break tests there, but I don't think they suffered break tests, did they? Oh man. Yeah, so not bad. Killed some Marines. Didn't kill any Rhinos though, which makes a nice change. It's quite nice to play without Rhinos actually, just for a bit of difference. But it is looking quite similar to Warhammer at the moment, with no transports on the table, which I find a little odd, but oh well. Anyway, so that's the end of Space Wolves turn 1, and we'll see what happens in Space Wolves turn 2. Oh, by the way, my cycle also cast the Precedence on these Long Fangs. They got rerolls to hit, which is really nice. Quite like that. Anyway, so that's the end of Space Wolves turn 1. We'll look at Blood Angels turn 1 in a second.
Okay, end of Blood Angels turn 1. Interesting things. These have moved up. However, I've identified that you now got potentially an 18-inch charge range, which is pretty hideous, considering that 12 used to be the maximum you could get last time. But hold on. These guys have moved up. Death Company moved up a little. Basically, everyone just moved up. Got in. And then shooting, well, I managed to kill a wolf and put a wound on a lone wolf with these guys shooting. But that was pretty much all I had, because other than that, the plasma did its best to try and gank me, but I made all my armor saves. So yeah, I also managed to get prescience off on the Death Company, and I managed to get endurance off on Mephiston himself, giving him feel no pain, it will not die, and relentless or something like that, which is not really much.
So he's nails now.
Yes, hopefully.
Maybe he could survive his plasma pistol now.
I ain't never shooting that thing. If there's one thing I'm guaranteed to roll, when I'm guaranteed to roll 2 1s in a row, it's going to be that. So yeah, that was Blood Angels turn 1.
Okay, it's end of Space Wolves turn 2. These guys have all just moved up a little bit more. Not a lot in fact. Obviously Long Fangs stay where they are. The Lone Wolf just chilling out. This one charged into the Death Company. In the shooting phase, managed to slot both his plasma guns due to them being closest targets with my Wolf Guard Terminators. The Long Fangs just shot at the Death Company, killed a load more of them. These Grey Hunters did a focus fire onto the 2 Terminators in here, one of them being the Sanguinary Priest. Thought I might get lucky. In the end, the 2 plasma guns failed, but the Bot got 2 bolt gun wounds. He rolled a 1 for the first Terminator, then failed his feel no pain. Then the Sanguinary Priest actually rolled a 1 as well, but luckily passed his feel no pain. Otherwise, he would have died as well from just 2 wounds, which wouldn't have been good for Sai. Probably would have rage quit right there, which is fair enough. What else happened? He cast Prescience on these guys, which gave them the rerolls to hit, which was how they managed to kill those. These guys just did some shooting at the Death Company. I think they may kill 1 or 2. And then this Lone Wolf was charged in. He got snap fired. They didn't manage to kill anything. Then they all went first, gave him a good old beating, but he survived. And then killed 1 of their number in return. And as they're all fearless. It seems you don't take fearless wounds anymore, so they're all just going to hang out there until there's one remains, which will be me, of course. So that's the end of Spaceballs Turn 2. Looking pretty good. Let's see what Sai can muster from his army of red dudes. Yeah.
Okay, in the Blood Angels Turn 2, everyone charged, which was nice. Basically, the worst thing that happened is I learned that the rules for challenges are ridiculously stupid. The fact that I don't have to issue a challenge and then my opponent automatically gets the challenge is ridiculous. Because what that's done is his lone wolves are now quite possibly some of the most powerful combat troops in the entire game, just by the fact that they can challenge out a lot of good stuff out of combat.
Yeah, they can run in, challenge, and then no one can fight them if he accepts, and if he doesn't accept, I can knock out his power fist basically.
So you got an Eternal Warrior, toting Terminator with a Storm Shield and a Thunderhammer.
And feel no pain.
And feel no pain.
Who's fearless?
Yeah, who's fearless, who can then challenge in your opponent's turn.
And I can have 6 of them.
Yeah. Expect this to be the last 40k battle report you'll certainly see out of me, because this edition is crap. In fact, so bad I might even write a letter to Games Workshop. And I don't do that very often. But yeah, basically what happened is, went in, nothing happened there. Went in, nothing happened there, except Mephiston took a wound. Over here, nothing happened, but they ran away. I managed to kill a lone wolf. So,
but to slaughter one of your guys.
Yeah. So basically, yeah.
Oh, and you conceded a kill point won't do that as well.
Yeah. So all in all, a pretty piss poor turn, and that is essentially my entire army. So yeah, not good. Alright, we'll see what happens in Spaceballs Turn 3.